Welcome back to BarrelNgrain. Tonight we're going to be reviewing Fox and Odens. Some craft whiskey out of Michigan. Stick around and find out what we got for you tonight. Welcome back. So Fox and Odens. This is out of the Coppercraft Distillery in Michigan. So they actually have Coppercraft whiskey, and they also house, which you've probably heard of, Joseph Magnus. So they used to be in DC, they moved to Michigan. This comes out of the same distillery. They seem to house multiple products there. This is an 8 and 15-year-old blend. Looked online, I couldn't actually find a percentage of how much of the blend is each, but it's a 36% rye and a 21% rye bourbon. So that means it's MGP because that's their mash bills. So overall, very great looking bottle. It definitely says in front, this is batch number 5. Bottle 1309. Comes in at 99 proof. So right there around that 100 proof, which is always good. And this is bottled in March of 2022. So I actually got a little bit poured out here earlier. We're gonna get to break this out. See what this is all about tonight. I did get to crack this open, do a little tasting. However, I have learned that some of these bottles really open up after they sat for a minute. So, let's see what we got tonight. Man, it feels so good to jump back into a video again. It's been a little while. So, man, right off the gate, kind of get a little bit of the caramel. There is a little bit of the wood note. When I first opened this, it actually, I didn't really pick up a lot of it. I actually got more of a astringent note off of it, like the ethanol kicked in. Starts to open up a little bit. There is a little bit of a fruit note there that's kind of hidden in the back. I want to say it's a little bit of a pear. Overall though, I don't really know a whole lot about the Fox and Odens brand. I've seen this bottle, comes in around my area for right around 80 bucks. It is 8-year-old, 15-year-old, so your $10 price point is kind of right there with it. But I've seen this bottle multiple times. It's floating around. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. I did see there is a couple reviews out there. Other people have tried it. I did see they have a double oak. So the double oak actually won the 2000, I believe it was 23 double gold at the San Francisco World Spirits. So that itself is pretty impressive. This one actually won a gold, I believe, in 2022. Don't quote me on that, but I did see on his website that they did actually win quite a few awards for the whiskey they're putting out, which is basically sourcing from MGP, Ross and Squibb, and then being able to blend it and age it there in their location. Man. So, still picking up a little bit of the same notes. I definitely get a little bit of an apple. Almost like a real sweet, ripe apple. And a little bit of oak. I'm guessing that's kind of the 15 year in the background. The age kind of bringing more of the fruity note. I did look on their site. They do say like toffee, butterscotch, caramel, which I don't know if I quite get the butterscotch. I don't really get quite the creamy note that would make me think butterscotch, but let's see what we got in the palate. So on the palate, I actually feel like I get a little bit more of the caramel. The 100 proof feels real nice. Viscosity's medium right there. The astringency kind of dies off, which I originally had when I opened the bottle. Now that seems like it's kind of set and opened up a little bit. I also let this sit in the glass for a minute because I didn't want to just dump it right in and then get hit with all that astringency and then not be able to pick up the flavors. So I do get a little bit of the 15 year. It does kind of linger in there in the background. I still got a little bit of going on, still rolling around my palate a little bit. I feel like I get a slight bit of the leathery note. which usually comes with the older whiskey from what I've learned. Being a 15 year, I'm kind of curious. 15 year was actually one of my favorites from the Calumet Farms, and that was also, they do source their stuff also. Overall though, I've learned that MGP, the older it gets, I kind of get like an adhesive taste to it, which this here, I don't really pick up the adhesiveness to it. I do pick up the fruit note. I get a slight bit like it's almost going to take you down a road of older whiskey, but it doesn't quite go there. Overall, I still feel like I get a little bit of the pear, a little bit of apple, and I get the oak that goes kind of go with it. Overall, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's highly complex. Overall, there is like the fruit note that I've gone over. I feel like there's a little bit more desire. I'm kind of curious to see if this bottle opens up more and more as you get through it. But 80 bucks, would I say it's probably not the best well spent money, but it's also not a regret. And I am a big sucker for the marketing on this because I do like the label. Fox and Odens, it is a cool name. Not sure how they come up with it. I didn't really see nothing online stating how they actually came up with their name, but overall it's pretty good. And I am actually really excited to see if I can find the double oak, because I did see that won the double gold. So if you win double gold to San Francisco, that is obviously saying something. I want to say there, the more and more I get used to this, I want to say I pick up a little bit more of the caramel. Overall, that's kind of my review for you tonight. I would probably give this, I want to say maybe a B minus. If you're doing a rating of 10, I would maybe say right there around the 6.5, 7 mark. It's not the greatest thing I've had. It's definitely a solid bourbon. It is come in there at an 8-15-year-old. It comes in right around that $70 to $80 range. I've seen some of them go up a little bit higher. So, but that's my review for you tonight. Hope you enjoy. Glad to see everyone again. And keep hunting.